Hello everyone, I'm celebrating my birthday today. Happy birthday to me. I don't know, I find it a bit awkward to say like happy birthday to myself. Anyway, so I know so many has changed. Today I want to share with you guys 15 things that I have learned um, in the past years as I have gained a new age today. I realized that it is as important for me to sit down and think and reflect about the life and take the values that I want to carry with me in the next years, and things that I would like to stop doing, and things that I would like to like um to adapt, the things that I really like. And I thought these things they're very important in my life. So anywho, without making stories, one thing that I've learned, that I've really come to appreciate over the past years as I grow up, um, is to learn to silence the noise and follow my intuitions. In the past, or maybe a few days, I have been this person who was really, voice of other people, the issue of approval, the approval fix, was very much it. But and then this was really making me stop doing some of the things that I was doing, even not even to start doing. But I have really learned over the past years that sometimes it needs to start deep inside and just forget the noise and just do it. So yeah, another thing is there's so many things, and we have like 15 minutes, so I will not make an explanation deeply because some things are like self-explanatory. So yeah, as you will always try to figure things out, the road will never be smooth. That is really a big lesson for me, that in every step of your life, every age that you turn, everything new that you're trying to do, anything, there's never something like a smooth road. Challenges, hindrances, they're always there. So what you need to do is to just set your mind into with this kind of perception, and then have a positive attitude, and a gratitude heart that at least I have got what I have, but then I have to make sure I tackle this particular thing. Otherwise, if you get a challenge, you will just find yourself giving up and not doing such thing anymore. Another thing is that I've learned is not to accumulate things. We have the tendency, I particularly have had a tendency of, buying stuffs, things that are not really necessary, things that are not very necessary, and they're very cheap. I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna buy things that are very expensive, but it's just that I have learned that whenever I want to accumulate something, I just have to think of, a space. Where is it going to stay? Or is it really necessary that I have this thing? And instead, also in that particular thing, then I have to make sure I buy things that I have a very good quality, so they can stay with me for a long time. And if I have something very expensive, then I will take care of it very, very good. And then the issue of mental health for me also has really stood up. I have got some really good experiences, the red flags in relationships, symptoms of mental illness. Is mental illness? Mental instability, anyhow, in a workspace where you are seeing the symptoms, you're seeing the element, but we tend to ignore our mental state, our mental health, and we very much care of our physical health. So when things get worse, then you start seeing stress, depression, and so on. So I've really learned to make sure, first of all, I identify symptoms of anything that disturbs my mental health, and then immediately I take action, because if it gets critical, it really gets critical. So mental health is very, very important, very much important. Also, do not things that I've learned is to make sure I be true to myself. um, being realistic of some of the things that the decision that I make, the things that I'm doing, people that I'm surrounded myself with, not lying to myself as much as also not lying to other people. So self-discipline, knowing my values, not crossing boundaries, maybe not giving, forgiving myself. These are like to be true to myself, and also to live by the moment. Like if you, it's let me not just explain because I have so many things to explain, but these are the lessons that I'm sharing, and I hope it will help some people out there to even reflect on themselves, and take things, the values that really are going to matter for you. Another thing that is the love for the family and the people that I love very dearly, and even telling them that I love you, showing by action that I love you, because the life is very short, and if you don't love your family, who else are you going to love? I mean, we need to love everyone, but at this point of my life, I've come to realize everything else does not really matter if not the family and the people that I know they are truly love, like I truly love because of some factors, some situation and all that. So love your family, love your family, love your family. Okay, and also know your friend and associates and acquaintances. Yeah, we in I would say maybe in the past years, I have been this person who considered everyone to be my friend. Like the term friend was very cheap for me. Like this is my friend, this is my friend. But then when I grow up, I have come to realize that you have friends and you have people that you are just associating with. They're not really your friends, and you have people that you're just acquainted. So just make sure you put a distinction of everyone. Yeah, like that, because this also is going to help you to take care of your space, your energy, like the kind of energy that you invite in your life, the kind of people that you put in your space does really matter very, very, very much. When I was young, everyone was my friend. I would tell many things to just people that I considered they would have been my friends, but as you get old, as you mature, you come to learn some things, and then you're like, boom, that was a mistake. It's not like that. Also, as I grow old, I have come to realize that I appreciate so much the parental advice, parents' wisdom that I used to get in the past, and I never cared. And now I'm like, oh my god, if they tell me another time, or if I remember, I'm like, oh wow, I know, wow, oh, I'm sorry. It's not that I was not obedient, it's just that dump that out. But I just come to realize that even now, before I make some decisions, no matter how tiny these decisions are, I go back to them. I'm like, oh my god, these parents, this wisdom means a lot to me. So that is it. And then things I have learned about myself. Yeah, as I've grown up, I have really come to learn many things about myself. The things that made me realize that understanding yourself, understanding what you want in life is a process. It doesn't come like sometimes you meeting people who really show you that they know themselves. They have come into self-actualization, success, top notch. I don't know anyhow, but then you putting pressure on yourself. You're like, oh my god, I don't know myself. I don't know my purpose. I don't know what I want with life. Everything is just messed up. But I come to realize, no, like just calm down, take your steps, slowly you will get to know yourself, and slowly I have started to really understand who I am, the things that I like, and just understanding myself in a very detailed manner, like very much. And I really appreciate this. I know I'm not there yet, but it's really encouraging. And also I have learned to be keen and ignore snap judgment of me towards other people, and snap judgment of people towards me. So you meeting someone and then you conclude this is who they are, or even not just meeting and you have known some people for some particular time, and then you're making a snap judgment about them. And also, if you're getting a snap judgment, hearing that people are saying this and this about your life, you're getting frustrated, you're like trying to clear up the air and everything, you're like, I just learned this is just a lot to take. The first thing that I need to do, that I've also started to do, is make sure don't judge anyone, don't judge anyone's struggles, because everyone has a story to tell that maybe we don't know the story. So you don't judge, like just just appreciate, don't make snap judgment. And then if I hear people making snap judgment about me, really it doesn't really matter. What matters is what I know from the inside about myself and what my loved ones know about me. That is what matters, because there are 2 billion people in the world, a lot of people, so many people, and some people I have not even yet met. So it is so much to take from many people, and I'm just one person. And also I don't have to put snap judgment, negative energy towards other people. Also, I've come to realize that, not realizing, but just appreciating time very much, because time is money. Time has a value, just like that. Know the digital world, and also in this digital space where we have so much technology, so much to share in social media, a lot of things that we see from social media, and we want to reflect this in our lives. There's so much pressure, and also we have this urge to share and share and share. I have just come to come into terms with this particular pressure, that I should realize that there are particular things about my life needs to stay with me, and the people that the close one, the ones that really have to hear about these things. And then there are things that it's okay, just share them, just put them in your Facebook album, in your Instagram album for memory. Remove your space in your phone. Yeah, these are very much okay, but not everything needs to be put out there, and also not to get so much pressure from the outside. Sometimes it's also important to take digital internet, like the break from like social media, from the internet world, just so that you get to enjoy the moment. So it's also as important. Okay, know what matters for you and work on them very much. So I have also come to know things that are really important to me, and also focusing on these things, work on them very much. So if for me, education, relationship, my family, my YouTube space, shopping, I don't know, so many things depending on also what matters to you as well, is that important, then you have to embrace that and work on them very much. Just focus on them very much. And also this is also helps you to understanding yourself well when you're doing that, and also understanding your purpose, the things that you really like you don't like, so you don't waste a lot of your energy and time on them. And then the last thing is I have learned to, even in the not sure situations, you have a leap of faith. No matter, depending on what faith means to you, you should stick to that meaning. And also, even if in a situation where you find yourself, there is no possibilities, okay, you need to be realistic, but you need faith. Some things are just pushed by faith and prayers, and not to leave God, because God is your number one, depending on who God is to you. If you are a Christian, a Muslim, any religion, just know God, because we are not anything without him. This should come first, I think. Anyways, so these are my 15 things that I have learned. I have chosen 15 because today is 15th of March and I'm celebrating my birthday, and I was like, these are really important wisdom that maybe I should share with everyone there. And I hope, guys, you're gonna like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to this video, and I am celebrating my birthday today.